Hey Derp Nation, how's it going? It is TheDerpySmiler here, coming at you with a tier list video. When I made the last video that I made, not the Disventure Camp teaser, and I know by the time you guys see this, I've already made the reaction to episode 1, at least. I don't know if any other episodes have come out, but we'll see. But I will say this: when I made the video. Well, which Disventure Camp video was it? It was the one before the teaser. The one where everyone... Oh, the prediction video. The elimination prediction video. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. I took that because it was the most recommended one in a community poll that I posted. But I told everyone that I was going to go do the other ones as well. So we're here with the tier list for Season 1. As you can see my mouse cursor. And down here, you can see the characters. We're going to be going through them in elimination order and kind of just putting them either in S, which is the best, or all the way through D, which would be the worst. So, first things first, I'm going to start with Will. Will is a character that goes home immediately, right? We see him for 2 episodes, and in those 2 episodes, he doesn't really do much. I always think that there is a... there's always room for effort and improvement on a character. And unfortunately, he's not an all-star, so we're not going to really know how he's going to be at all. But his relationship with Ashley was a nice wrap-up of, of what we already knew about him. Hopefully, we do see him in a future season, though. We see that he has faced his fears, like he said that Ashley helped him with. But for now, I'm placing my boy at C. Because he's not terrible, but he's definitely not up there. Next is Drew. And I might get flack for this. I think Drew is a little overrated. But he's not terrible at all. I actually like him, and I wish he did go farther. I'm not going to put him in S, but I will do myself and all the Disventure Camp fans a favor, and I will put him in A. Because he is A, but he might be on the lower end of A. Next, we have Nick. Oh, it's you. Nick was getting annoying. I'm not going to lie to anybody and be like, oh yeah, Nick was the best character, Maybe, I know there's Nick fans out there. I'm looking at you, Korza. But I'm not one of them. I couldn't really tolerate him. He really had this smug look to him this time around. Over beta, where in beta he was just completely chill, and nobody really knew he was there. So them giving him a different character arc in this and basically changing up how he actually played, it was a very warm welcome, but not welcomed enough. I'm putting him in D. Lil. Oh, Lil. You're actually a really cool character. I'm not gonna lie to you. You and Ashley both are actually pretty kick-ass. Definitely not going to put you in A or S, but you do get my B. I think Lil is definitely a very strategic player, and if we saw her a little bit more, we would have seen her go a long way. They would have to have written a completely different reason that she would have gotten out over just being voted out regularly, if Fiore didn't do the thing that she did. As for Ashley, oh boy, we're going to see you in All-Stars, but for right now, I'm also going to put you in B. I'm going to put you right above Lil, because you are a character that's about to get more development. Not only are you a character that's going to get more development, but you're already a character that shows how strong you can actually be. Now, we just need to see how strategic you can be, and how social you can be. Next up on the list, and we're really going through them, it's Dan, right? Someone in my comment section said, the purple Where's Waldo? And I mean, I've been thinking that for a long ass time. The purple Where's Waldo? He's cool. Again, not a character. And when I heard that the elimination order was going to be different, and he actually passed the first episode, I was like, okay, so they probably aren't going to get rid of him early, which is great. So I was glad to see a lot more of Dan this time around than what we saw in beta, which was like one episode and then he went home and Tom was mad at him. Dan, I'm gonna put you in C, buddy. I'm gonna put you right above Will in C. I know it's lagging out a little bit, so just give me a chance. Gabby. Gabby's a great character. I know she's loved by the community. I do enjoy her too. She's a little crazy. Schizophrenic, I think, is the best term to use for her, but that doesn't mean that she's not a caring person. Believe it or not, just because like Gabby acts the way she does, she's not actually mean. She's actually really, really, really nice. And you could tell that all she's looking for is friendship. And I feel that because I'm always looking for friendship in other people. So she goes in A, right above Drew. Now for Gret. Oh, god damn. She's not insufferable like Nick was, but definitely for what we saw in season 1, I couldn't really stand her. So I will put her in C, and I'll put her like right after Dan and Will. Not someone I'm too fond of. Tom, come on, Tom. Come on. That boy's S tier. I don't care what anyone says. Tom is one of the best characters in the show, and I personally just had so much fun watching him, seeing his storyline with Jake and their love story and everything. And honestly, it's just something that I would like to see expand upon in the All-Star season, which I'm pretty sure it is going to be. Now also we have Jake. I will put him in B. His tactics were kind of annoying. He was kind of pressing, but he wasn't at all a bad character, and I think people don't realize that. They just see Jake, kind of like Aiden too, because I know Aiden got somewhat of the same backlash, but Aiden's was more justified. Jake was just, I guess, acting on impulse because of how he's felt before and how he knows the feeling, how he doesn't want to feel like that again. Plus, he is pretty defensive in this season because what happened to him was pretty fresh. So, you know, that's all I could really say about that. Other than that, I know, like, he's not a favorite by the community. I do like him myself, but I will say above the others. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm going to put him above Lil. Because I will say I do like Jake a little bit more than Lil. Ooh, Alec. I'm going to tell you right now, Alec is my comfort character. I don't care what anyone says, he's my comfort character. I know he's had some out-of-pocket lines, like wishing that his son was more like Fiore, which is fucking terrible. Like, why would you say that? But something tells me, too, that, like, if I was playing this game, right, as just myself, and I'm, like, a person who likes to see the good in people, I would probably stick with Alec. So, that's all I'm going to say about him. Now we have our final 3. So, Ellie. I'm actually going to put you right after Jake. Sorry, Ellie fans. I just think Jake is inherently better. Ellie kept flip-flopping sides, which in any game is never good. It's never good. I'm surprised she didn't get voted out, but it just doesn't work. And if Ellie does this in All-Stars, there's a high probability she's going home as soon as everyone figures that out. But you can't just magically flip-flop back and forth all season. You can't just be with Miriam, Tom, and Jake at one point and then go with Alec and Fiore another. But then keep going back to Alec and Fiore time and time again after they've shown you that they can't be trusted. I watched the Reaction King's reaction to episode 11 of season 1, and I agree with him when he says that Ellie should have went home. I'm sorry, Ellie should have. Ellie has basically proven to be this, like, follower, in a sense. And I know people are gonna bash me for that too. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean it in like a bad way, but I do mean that like she just jumps on whatever bandwagon she can get on. And in a sense, it's not good for her game, because so close to the end like that, if she had miscalculated her steps, she would have went home so close to the final. I'll be honest with you, even if I made it to the final in a game, I would rather lose in the final than lose right before it. I'm sorry, but that's just me. I don't know about you guys, but I would just say if Ellie didn't calculate that, the fate for her would have been terrible. And she was almost gone, too. Now for Fiore. Oh, you little shit. Oh, you little shit. I'm putting you in A. Putting you in A. She's still adorable, right? But she is like this mastermind 6-year-old. And I got to applaud her. She's not like any 6-year-old. She knew how to play this game. She knows how to manipulate people. She already knows how to read and write. And her vocabulary is expansive. Like, she is saying words that I don't think I would have ever said at 6 years old, bro. I don't even think I knew what a team was. And that's like one of the smaller words when I was 6. So, yeah. But Fiore does get A because she is a good character overall. Miriam, I'm putting you in the front of A. You are a very well-deserved winner. When I found out, because I asked in the comment section of when they first released that they were, or first announced that they were doing a reboot of their beta season, which is the first season, they told me that the winner was going to be different. So already I knew that once everyone else was gone, and it really was just only Alec, Miriam, Ellie, and Fiore, it could have only been Miriam or Alec that were going to win the season. So when Alec went home, I was like, Miriam's winning. I wish they didn't tell me this, or made it so like, it would have been nice to see Ellie or Fiore go home before the finale, so then it was still up in the air, right? Like, let's say Ellie was the one to go home in Final Four instead of Alec. Now you still have everyone on their seats thinking, okay, who's winning? Is it going to be Miriam or is it going to be Alec? Because we know that it's going to change, and we know it's not going to be Fiore. But I mean, still a well-deserved win. A win is a win. We still had to see Ellie get eliminated because of the first part of that challenge. But yeah, I mean, Miriam, fantastic character. Old lady, traumatic backstory, goes from grumpy to nice, and wins the entire thing. She is really the underdog here. And underdogs, like Jasmine from Total Drama Pocket Tail Island said, have a lot of fight in them. And Miriam showed that. So if you guys do enjoy, I would say drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We will be doing season 2 pretty soon. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.